Today's interview is all about Teriyaki Madness franchisee Harman Mann. Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna Carl. I'm the Development Marketing Coordinator here at Teriyaki Madness.
Hi, I'm Allison Satriana. I'm the VP of Development Marketing at Teriyaki Madness. And like Jenna said, we're here to talk with Harman today and learn all things TMAT. So with that, Harman, would you please introduce yourself, maybe tell us where you're located, maybe your background, number of shops, and when you became a TMAT franchisee?
Hi, everybody. Yes, thank you for having me here today. This is Harman Mann from Bakersfield, California. And we have two shops here right now in town. It's Bakersfield and Gosford Village. And right now, it's almost coming to be a year this month for Bakersfield since we took over. And the Gosford Village, we opened this year as well in January. So it's almost coming to 5 months. It's been amazing. It's been amazing so far. We love being owner of Teriyaki Madness.
Love it.
And then for me coming into this business, I was in financing. I currently am a loan officer, mortgage loan officer. So that's what I did before coming to Teriyaki Madness. Owning a business is my husband's dream. So this was something we did for him, and we're living it. He's part of it. He's always there with us, So he's managing also with me, and I'm managing, and we have my brother-in-law who also helps us manage this business. So right now we're like kind of family oriented, doing it all together. Yeah. So, and we heard about Teriyaki Madness when actually we took over a running shop. So that running shop was introduced to us by my accountant. He knew my husband was looking for something to start up, and then when he introduced it, we went to try it. My husband actually went there so many times while we're thinking it. He would just sit in the parking lot to figure it out. Okay, let's see how it is and everything. We tasted the food. We loved it. We fell in love when we tasted the food for the first time. We're like, okay, this is it. This is what we're looking for. And then that's how it started.
Love it.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you. That's a great introduction. Love to hear about the team and how you guys kind of got into it. So I know you said you were in financing. What was your husband doing before?
My husband is in trucking business.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you said you just heard through connections, and then once you got involved, you wanted to open up some more and see where that took you guys?
Right. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so like you just said, you started your franchising journey with us by taking over Bakersfield, and then you opened Gosford. It's Gosford, right?
Right.
Gosford,
yeah.
Gosford, okay. So how did you balance the expansion, and how did we support you through it, kind of going from one shop to two and making sure that you could put in the same effort into both and grow them?
So when we did the transfer, we had really, really, really good support from the Teriyaki team, like the new hire, grand opening team. So they came in, they helped us transfer the shop. They took over. My coach came in, who was really amazing. So always been really supportive. Anything I needed, they were there. And then my team that came in for help to take over the running shop, that went by so smoothly. We were new to food business, but they made sure we understood everything. They made sure, everything went reliable, everything went smooth. And we had really good support from the team And then when we opened the Gosford, same thing. We had weekly meetings that made sure, everything was done. We were ready. And then, when I came in for the hard training, that gave me confidence. Yes, I can do this. So throughout, from the day one to until we opened our second shop, even today, we have the full support. Anytime I need to talk to my coach, he's available. So yeah, it's been very smooth for anything ever needed from Teriyaki. Everybody's been there. Yeah. So
Awesome.
the grand opening went really smooth as well. The team who came in for the grand opening, and then they trained the employees. Everything was put in place. Everything went really smooth. I didn't really have to think a lot. They actually put everything in order, so it went by the books and everything. Everything's been really smooth.
And your coach is Sheldon?
Yes.
Awesome. And what do you like? What are some things you typically reach out to him for?
Sheldon, if anything I need, let's say, for example, if I have a question, anything I need to, how to deal with my employee. Let's say I'm new, right? I can ask him. He can guide me some way, or he would tell me who to reach out to next. Marketing ideas. Okay, Sheldon, what else can I do to increase my sales? Or if this is something I'm doing it right or not. Anything if we run out of something on the shop, if we can turn it off for a little bit, until I have it ready, or things like those, or thinking if anything, Cisco, my Cisco is 4 hours away from us. So anytime I have a question how to figure out something, I reach out to Sheldon and he always has answers for me.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Or he would direct me who I need to talk to.
Love it. And then do you have your monthly meetings with him about kind of P&Ls and reviewing how the business is going?
We do talk time to time. I don't have a set meeting with him. It's just something I do on my own. I did after the conference decide maybe we'll do setup sometime and everything. So he was open for that. And then, but we haven't had any. But he's been visited my shops a couple of times already. So when he comes in, we sit down, we go over everything. Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Okay, going back to the Bakersfield, so your first shop that you took over from a different franchisee. I know it was a great job, but you also were able to increase sales, increase the positive reviews. How did you achieve that?
So we're consistent. First thing we went with, positive energy. We went in with, food quality, increasing, quality wise, we worked on food quality. And we go by the book. Whatever the recipes are with the Teriyaki recipes we have, we go by the book, And then cleanliness is another thing. And then my motto is, if you cannot eat it, you cannot serve it. So we basically had to go with that. Customer service is everything. Customer service. And then we asked for reviews. We are asked to hang a banner under new ownership and this and that. We didn't have to do any of that. People just noticed. People the customer, they were able to notice as they walked in that it's a new ownership. We had clean windows. Somebody made a comment. The windows were never clean. Now, walking in today, I could tell something is different here because they're clean windows. We added more tables, people, we went through the reviews, whatever the reviews were in the past. We worked on those reviews. We replied back to the people, saying, okay, you guys had this, we worked on it. There was somebody had a review about having shades in the lobby. There were no shades and there was no, people couldn't sit in the evening because it was too sunny. So we put in the shades. It came with expense, a little bit more expense, but we wanted to make sure whoever comes in, walks in, they're comfortable. Yeah. The first thing is first expression when they walk in. If you get that, and then I tell my cashiers, you're the front face of the TMAD. People will eat food here if you present them the way you present them. Then comes the quality of the food, quantity of the food, and everything. So that's how we worked hard. And then us being there, always being there, making sure everything is done right by the employees and everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so
I think there was another question, right? How did I manage both?
Well, that is, yeah. So I guess what I'm wondering is, tell me what the most difficult part of going from, you had to open an operating shop and then you had another one that you opened, a new one that had never been opened before. Yeah. What was the most difficult part about expanding to the second shop, and how did you manage that? How did you and your husband manage it?
Actually, the new shop went by really smooth. It was not as difficult as I thought it would be. It went by really smooth. We had a lot of help with teriyaki. Everything was planned accordingly. And then the only thing is, I couldn't be both places at once. Nope. I was literally all the time. I was at my Bakersfield shop, all the time there. Now, it's hard for me to be at two places at once. So that's why, in first, we did, sometime I was there, sometime I was at Gosford, and then I had my brother-in-law like trade off with me, and then he would go or to one shop when I'm the other one, just to manage to make sure everybody's, because before I was the front of the house person and he was the back of the house person. And we would jump in wherever we needed to be. And then when the second one opened, now I'm like, okay, I cannot really be at both places, and he cannot be really at both places. So then we decided to do like halftime in between, so we're both at somewhere, at least being there on our own. But now we have a little bit after a few months, now we have figured out one is taking care of one is taking care of one, everybody's managing, so they have a, because otherwise the employees are like, oh, one person told me this, the other person told me that. You cannot do that. So, and then we had a mindset that if anything says anything, we talk to each other, not like just basically have your, like, like making sure like we talk to each other, not go by what employees tell us. So that's what we, that was kind of like, getting used to, like, employees saying something, like that's the only thing I had. But other than that, everything went by really smooth. I didn't have any hard time to the second shop. Another thing we did have is like a lot of people ordered on Columbus, went to pick it up in Gosford, or vice versa. That was one thing, but it did help Columbus raise sales when the Gosford opened, because the name brand helped out. Yeah. I hope that answered my question. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you guys had obviously a very successful transition as you're doing well in both shops. So I think all those are great tips for anybody moving into more than one unit. What are your long-term goals as a business owner with Teriyaki Madness?
So we're looking into our third shop, hopefully, when the time comes. And then right now we're in one corner of the town where we have and then the other side of the town, we would have a triangle. So that way we have the whole town. That's the goal for now. That way, each part of the town has one Teriyaki Madness to start off with. And if everything goes smooth, we might have more in town, because our city is not as big to have too many, but then at least it has room for more. Yes, right. We're looking into more growing with the TMAD. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. We'd love to see you expand, of course. And then our final question for you today is just, what's the most valuable thing you've learned since you joined the Madness as an operator, as a franchisee, and just in general?
Being consistent, being present in the community. It's really important. It's really important to be in front of people, talking to people, being like, I think we didn't know about TMAT until we were buying it. So like, it's been in town since 2020. We didn't find it until 2024. So it took like 4 years for us to find it. So my goal is to have, like, everybody in town should know about us. And then that would only happen if I stay consistent, like, with marketing, and stay consistent with my customer service, and stay consistent with the community and my employees too. Because, we want to be like, good to our employees, and we want to have, like, even they spread the word. Where do you work? Teriyaki Madness. Okay. That's all. You want to spread the word, we want to have good vibes everywhere. Yeah. That's my, I think, valuable learning so far, I guess.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Right. Allison, do you have anything else?
I just want to say thank you so much. I know you're busy. We actually had a meeting this morning, which is we had to reschedule, which I love it because you had a big catering order. So no worries on our side. I just want to thank you for all you do. Keep working hard, and we love to see your success.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your support and always being there. We love you as well.
Yes, it was so good to actually hang out at the conference.
It was amazing. We had a great time. We made great connections. It was amazing.
Good.
Agreed. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.